I mean, honestly, out of all the Can-Ams, like this one has been easily like the best one, and I'd recommend an 850 to anybody because like these things, for whatever reason, they just continue to run. Yeah, this thing sucks. It's been so long since I've ridden the Outlander. Finally getting back out here at Bud's again. Got the Outlander fixed after multiple months. Last time it was really ridden was at Busco. I don't got my goggles on either, so this is gonna suck. It doesn't brake like the dirt bike does. Holy crap.
It's too slick.
Way too slick. Huh?
Down to the bottom?
Sure. God, it feels so good. Oh man, I can't even describe this feeling to you guys. It's funny too, because I thought about trading it for a Renegade, but honestly, like the reliability of this thing is just too high for that, at least right now. We're also on the 32 Assassinators, so we're not running the Aztecs at the moment, because normally it is on the Aztecs. Yeah, it's a little tight in here. God, just trying to get used to this thing again. Oh, it's so awkward and weird, but it feels so great to be back on the Outlander. It can't take impacts like what the dirt bike can, but man, does it have the power to pull. Oh yeah, he wasn't kidding it. There really isn't any mud in here. I'm gonna do a 1-over on this thing.
Remember old Renegade Dave? He rode that 650 out there at Haspin.
Yeah?
Fucked it up. Dude had to bend his bars out and everything. One of his buddies bought an Outlander 650 just like the one you had, but it's like white and green. I tried to hit this on the Warrior last time I was here. I got stuck right in the middle. I had to get pulled out by Mark.
I probably won't my tiger stone's still back there? Oh, okay, it is. I thought I lost it for a second. Yeah, it'd be kind of a rough landing with that right there, but...
Well, if you kind of stay to the left.
Alright. I forgot how bad of a turning radius this thing has compared to the Rubicon.
I bet you can do that too.
I doubt it because I can't get any traction with these Assassinators. I mean, if I was on the Aztecs, probably. Yeah, I haven't been getting traction the whole time. I don't know how this thing still runs. I have no idea.
I bet you ran the fuck out of it.
I mean, honestly, out of all the Can-Ams, like this one has been easily like the best one, and I'd recommend an 850 to anybody because like these things, for whatever reason, they just continue to run. I think about the 1000 a lot, but like I don't know if you've seen like Braden Price recently, but like I mean the dude, like I get that like he beats on his stuff, but so do I. But like I mean every 1000 he's had, it's just like been kind of a piece of junk, just kept breaking on him. I mean he's got a new one now that he just bought like I think like last week or something.
You gotta know the limits of your quad. Okay, you got to know the maintenance you got to do. You got to know you're going to break this, you're going to break that. You have to make sure that you're good on that. Like when you buy a brand new quad, you want to get heavy duty axles, you want to get the different, you want to get the beadlock tires, you want to get all that shit. It doesn't come with it.
That's kind of the thing. I mean, this thing does have a it has a built front rear diff, built rear diff. The axles are all stock, but I mean the transmission is definitely not. you know, stuff like that. I mean, I tried to build it up to make it more reliable, and the only thing that failed was the fan motor. Come to find out, it didn't even really fail.
How many times you had this thing sunk in the fucking mud pits?
Every time.
Exactly. So you can only sink shit so much
yeah,
or it's not gonna work right.
And even then, like, they cleaned it out and it worked. We just put the new one on because it's there, and I just kept the old one as a spare now. Let's go through some mud. I don't want to blast too hard because I don't want to get like super muddy and messed up. But I doubt this thing's gonna get stuck. See, the Rubicon made it up this. Can I get up this? Ooh. See, how did I do this last time? I know I had my locker on. Yeah, I'm not getting up that. This is kind of like the first time I'm testing like my 32-inch Assassinators, because the last time I had 32 Assassinators on this bike was down in North Carolina when I rode with Kyle. So I didn't really test the 32s on the 850, you know, up north. And they're not doing too bad, honestly. I know I'm still kind of on the fence between these and the 32 Aztecs, which I still have. But we'll see. Oh man, this thing does not turn with the locker on. And I forgot it also doesn't have engine braking either because of the clutch. I don't know where Jess is at. I think he's still out here in the field. He was on the phone earlier. This thing just doesn't even miss a beat. Oh man, it's so awkward to do this on a quad, especially a quad that's over 1,000 pounds. Oh, this thing's getting no traction. There ain't no way. So I remember why this trail, like these trails are a lot more sketchy on this quad. If this thing doesn't break by the end of the day, I'll be honestly surprised. There's also really, like, I'm starting to see the whole XMRs are not for trail riding thing. I'm starting to see that a lot more now. Man, this thing has the worst brakes on planet Earth. It just feels wrong. It feels wrong riding this on the trail after being on bikes for the past like several months.
Yeah, the past like 6.
Yeah, this
7.
thing. Yeah, this thing sucks. At least on the trail, anyway. It's still a monster in the mud, but
yeah,
impressed with it so far.
Well, fucking tortured that thing for the past 2 years.
Yeah, still got this going on, but I'll get that fixed eventually. You know what's so funny? I was sitting here kind of off camera, just kind of mopping this thing a little bit. You can tell I haven't ridden a quad in so long when, like, I feel like I'm getting arm pump when I'm not. Let's see how it goes through here. I'm curious, because the Rubicon did pretty good in here. Let's see how the Outlander does with these big 32s on it. Woo! Not bad. Got a little muddy from that. I mean, the size difference between the tires, you know, you can do a lift and all that other stuff, but trying to make up for ground clearance is just really, really tricky, because the tires is going to be kind of your big go-to. when it comes to trying to gain ground clearance. Like, I know lifts and stuff used to be popular years ago, but they really did fall out of favor in recent, you know, the recent riding seasons. Let's go this way, because there's a mud hole over there that I want to try. And then we might try to go to the end of the creek. I don't think this thing's gonna make it, personally. I know I say that a lot. I have not made it through there consistently with the assassinators yet. Like, I had the one time where I was able to crawl through where I stayed on top, just barely like throttling it with the oh, what was it, the Renegade. But trying to do that is not easy, and the Outlander weighs a little bit more. Not a lot, but a little bit more. So I don't really know how well that's gonna go. Let's see how we do in here. Trying to enter into this mud hole is kind of a pain in the butt, I'll be honest. Because you really have to just turn into it. There we go. That was pretty light throttle. A little more throttle than I would have initially wanted. But that's okay. I wouldn't be surprised if I blew a shock out, honestly. No. Nope, we're good, and our halos even came on. Like, you can basically, like, you can tell the power is different, right? But at the same time, what you can also tell is the weight. You know, this thing weighs a lot, so it needs more power to push itself around. Whereas a dirt bike, you know, it's like 1/5 the weight of this thing, you know, with half the horsepower. So it's gonna have a much better power to weight ratio, which makes it feel like it's stronger than it actually is. This thing still feels amazing. I'm not gonna downplay that. It feels great. I love this bike. You know, I love my Honda as well. I love them both for two completely separate reasons. I'm not going in that. I know how bad that is, and we're not going through that today. Sorry guys, but I can't do that. But I will go through the creek one more time. I will do that. Yeah, I mean, these two bikes are completely different. They feel completely different. They're not the same. Gotta watch out for the airsoft guys, because they're out here too. It seems like they're out here every single time I'm out here. What are the odds? Okay, so let's go in over here. Alright, let's switch to 4 low. I guess we might as well go to the end of the creek. I feel like this thing's not gonna make it, but I mean, I don't know. Let's go out of sport mode. Let's just go real slow, just kind of crawl. Maybe we might stand a chance. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Okay, we're crossed up in the rut right now. Oh, come on. Really didn't want to get that muddy today, but that's okay. Trying to let the tires do as much work as they can, but they're not really helping me a whole lot here. Just digging a pit. That's all they do. It's a shame, but oh well. Like I said, that's kind of the big downfall I was talking about with the with the Assassinators is that they like to dig holes, and they dig down to the bottom so they can find traction. I mean, granted, there was a tree there, but you know, this thing really, it likes to do that. It does that a lot. Run through here a couple times. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're good. I could take this out to the wash and get the top stuff off, so that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, this thing, like I said, phenomenal quad. Really no, like, again, mass issues with it. I love this quad. Not a fan of the tires. You know, the Assassinators, not bad. They don't grab on trails at all, which is to be expected from a mud tire, but Aztec grabs better, and they just dig pits in the sand. Like, I know you're supposed to like do the whole flip the throttle in order to like get some traction while you're going through sand. You don't gotta do that with an Aztec. You just don't. You just have to just spin it and it just works. And if you flip the throttle with an Aztec, you just don't get stuck. You know, you gotta be kind of fair in a comparison. I think these tires are better in bounty holes. Anywhere else, I don't know, man. Because up here up north, these things, I don't know. Not the worst, you know. Like, it's not, I'm not saying it's a bad mud tire. A lot of people think when I say an Aztec is better, I think that the Assassinators are garbage, but that's not really true. It's just, it's not as good as what an Aztec is. That's kind of my point. But, you know, it is what it is. That's alright. I don't know how long this video is going to be by the time I'm done editing this video. I don't even know what all I have, honestly. I've just been kind of just turning the camera on and go, kind of the same way I've always done. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure